Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with Business Coach Malloy. And I'm coming today from the city of Delhi, the capital city of Delhi. Yesterday, attended the Franchise India Expo. Lots of business opportunities. It's a must visit for entrepreneurs who are looking at scaling up or diversification. There's so much happening in this country, and unless we come to these expos, we really don't get exposed. I was right sitting across a booth where they had those most beautiful, beautiful shisha or hookahs, as we call them, and I never imagined that in my wildest dream that a shisha hookah business of that premiumness could exist. But that aside, our journey with the entrepreneurial essentials has to continue. Today we are on episode 27, episode 4 of the finance piece that we have been talking about. I hope you guys have been implementing some knowledge that you've been acquiring over the past many weeks. All of these are getting converted into something that I can hand over to you in the next few months. But please, we're coming to the end of the second month. Finances and accounts are paramount. Do not get stuck with cash flows, or should I say, you will get stuck with cash flows, but there should be a predictability and a visibility to cash flows. And one of the reasons why we get stuck with cash flow is because of our inability to send invoices and collect invoices on time. So today we are going to focus upon the receivables mastery, how to collect faster without ruining relationships. For people who are watching me for the first time, my name is Malloy Chakravarti. I am the founder of Beyond Red Ocean Consulting. We have two businesses. One is Action Coach, where we represent the world's largest and oldest business coaching organization, currently headquartered out of Las Vegas, and Network in Action, that second fastest growing networking organization in the world, with the basic objective of impacting the lives of 1,000 entrepreneurs year on year, so that they are able to come out of the boundaries that they've built for themselves. Under Action Coach, we have been working with clients for the past 7 years, helping them implement systems, processes, and to some extent, even succession planning. And these are exactly what we do with our clients, because what does finally it matters? It matters the sales and the marketing, the finances, and the team. If these four elements, if those four pillars are in place, everything else falls in place. So let me start with a situation which most entrepreneurs know. You delivered a product or a service, the client is happy, but now silence. Days pass, weeks pass. You start wondering, do I follow up? Will they think that I'm desperate? What if I offend them? That fear holds many of us entrepreneurs from collecting what you've already deserved or earned. And in today's session, we'll explore this as a bottleneck, the receivables as a bottleneck. And in most cases, it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift within us entrepreneurs that we need to collect the money that is due to us. Right. So let's talk about the story of Deepak, the yes sir syndrome. Deepak runs a successful B2B printing business in Siliguri. Clients love his quality, his timeliness, but behind the scenes, Deepak is exhausted, not from production, but from chasing payments. Every month, he's a small business, but every month he has about 10 to 15 lakhs receivables. When I reviewed his client communication, I saw the problem. He was too apologetic. His emails would say, "Sir, whenever it's convenient for you, please process the payment. Sorry for the follow-up." That it gave the impression that payment wasn't urgent. He was desperate to retain the client. He was unsure of his position. It was a favor that he was doing to the clients, not as a fair business transaction. We worked on his scripts, and here's what he started saying. As per agreement, the invoice raised on 1st of May was due on 15th of May. Just checking in if you need to any clarifications for making the payment. Confident, polite, factual. Result, within 2 months, his average collection dropped from 47 days to 21 days. The clients started complimenting him more. The client started giving him more business, and he stopped chasing. He started managing. So the question that I ask of all of you is, why do receivables become such a problem? Most entrepreneurs blame the client, but 70% of receivable delays are because of internal systems of the organization. One, unclear payment terms. If you're not agreeing on payment terms before you start working, you're leaving it open for interpretation. We will figure it out. That is what which leads to delays. No structured follow-up. If you as a business owner or your accountant is not having a structured follow-up mechanism, then you're never going to collect on time. Our follow-ups are typically random, some on WhatsApp, some on email, some never sent. Clients don't take you seriously anymore. No internal tracking mechanism. When you don't know who owes you what, by when, follow-up becomes guesswork. And the most important, which is the mindset of the business owner, the mindset of the entrepreneur, it is to be seen as pushy. This is emotional block. What if I sound rude? But being respectful and firm is not rude, it is professional. So let's look at this traffic jam, the receivables traffic jam. Imagine your business as a highway. Sales bring in new cars, which is cash potential, but delayed receivables create traffic jams. You've sent the invoice, but the car was stalled. Every car is getting stalled behind it, slowing down growth. And here are 4 common traffic signals that are causing the jams. And work on it, please, from today. 1, no payment terms. If you don't define what you're supposed to be paid by when, the client will define it for you. Lack of invoice clarity. Are you sending the invoices right on time? If you're in a retainer model like I am, if you're in a retainer model, are your invoices going out by the 3rd of every month? If you are on a delivery based service, then is your invoice going out within 24 hours after the assignment has been completed? Invoices without due dates, invoices without itemized breakdown or tax details create confusion and delay. Inconsistent follow-up. If you follow up after 15 days and then disappear for 3 weeks, client won't see payment as your priority. They need to know what is their priority. So you have to be on the top of their head, on straight on their face, without sounding rude. And personalized chasing. If you only are chasing up and not your finance team, the power dynamics remain unequal. You need process, not personality. As a startup, as a young business, you may have to do it, but there has to be a process for setting up of the follow up. So 5 mindset shifts for better collection. 1, you deserve to get paid on time. You have done the work on time with quality. You deserve payment on time too. Payment isn't a favor that someone is doing to you. It's part of the agreement. Be clear and not aggressive. You don't need to raise your voice or sound angry. Just be direct and professional. The invoice was due on such and such date is a fact, not a threat. Separate emotions from transaction. Don't take it personally. Maybe they forgot. Maybe their accounts team is slow. Your job is to stay calm and consistent, not get emotional or offended. I have seen organizations where there's a huge bureaucracy in how a payment is released. My job is to follow up through that process to ensure that I get paid on time. But I cannot break somebody else's process, so I have to live with that process. Politeness is powerful. Start with empathy. Just a quick reminder. Hope all is well. Checking in on this. Polite reminders maintain respect and get results. And make it a process, not you. Instead of seeing I need the payment, say our finance team is closing the monthly accounts. Could you please update the payment status? I use this very commonly that my CA is chasing up on the payments. Can you please let me know whether you have made the payment so that I can inform him to check the suspense accounts? Invariably, the client comes back and says, sorry, we have not made the payment. It will be done in the next 24 hours. It sounds more official than a personal plea. 6 practical systems that I'm going to give you, 6 tips that I'm going to give you to collect faster. 1, set clear payment terms in writing. Before you start an engagement, get a sign off. Sign off on the final price and the payment term. 50% advance, 50% delivery. Penalties for delays if appropriate. Mentioned in proposals, emails, contract. Don't leave it verbal. Automate invoicing and reminders. Use tools like Zoho Books, QuickBooks, Tally, Google Sheets, anything that you would want to do, but set auto reminders before or 3 days so that you can collect the payment, improve the collection by 25%. Use a calendar follow-up system. If you as an entrepreneur don't have 1 hour in a week to follow up on all your payments, you are in the wrong business, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of your chair and do something else. It's your money. So for each client, set reminders on the Google Calendar or CRM. Day 0, send invoice, for example. Day 7, reminder 1. Day 14, reminder 2. Day 21, final reminder with escalation note. No memory required, just the system. You may also sometimes want to offer incentives for early payments, 2% off if paid within 5 days, but typically doesn't work. But if it works in your business, please go out and do it. Number 5, maintain a receivables tracker. Maintain your cash flows in place. Client name, invoice date, amount, payment terms, due date, last date, follow up status. You can even color code it. And number 6, if you are dealing with the finance department or the accounts department of your client and you're not getting paid on time, please escalate officially and professionally. We value our relationship and understand these things happen, but our accounts team has flagged this as urgent. Please help us close it at the earliest to avoid service disruptions. It's polite but firm. Let's look at a couple of cases. What is a weak follow-up? Sir, sorry to bother you, just checking if the payment is possible this week. It's a weak follow-up. How does a strong follow-up look like? Hi Arvindji, hope you're doing well. As per our invoice dated 2nd of May, payment was due on the 12th. Kindly confirm it's been processed or if you need any clarification from our side. Just notice there is no apology. The tone is confident and it's a professional language. Do you have a receivables health checklist? Rate yourself on a yes or a no on these various parameters. Create a sheet, write it down on your paper, and just check yes or a no. Do I define payment terms before starting work? Yes or a no. Do I send invoices 24 to 48 hours before delivery, of delivery, or if you're a retainer client, by the 3rd of every month? Yes or no. Do I have a follow-up system? Yes or no. Do I track all pending invoices weekly? Yes or a no. Do I automate reminders or rely on memory? Yes or a no. If you have answered no to even 2 of these, ladies and gentlemen, your receivables system needs fixing. And as we come to the close, here's what you will do for this week. Because money is important, and for me, your money is more important than yours. List all receivables pending beyond 15 days. Categorize them by amount, delay period, client relationship strength, and send a respectful follow-up to each. Create your receivables tracker and block 30 minutes, maybe 60 minutes every Friday or every Saturday for a receivables follow-up. Do this for the next 3 months and you see the strength of your business increasing. This is your business, ladies and gentlemen. This is your money. These are your expenses that you need to pay off. And if you are not going to take ownership of your money, who will? And at the cost of repeating, I say I am not a Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma or a Hardik Pandya that I hit a 4 and a 6 and a group of cheerleaders dance for me. There's nobody for us, ladies and gentlemen. It's us and us only who have to drive our business. Do this. You see your receivables improving. You will see the concurrent effect that it has on your cash flow. I hope you're getting some value out of this. I am waiting for you to implement. And if you need any help in the implementation, you know whom to reach out to. We are India's premier business coaching company, and we have a group of coaches who will handhold you through your journey. Thank you so much for being with me. As I leave Delhi tonight, I'll see you in Mumbai next week. Till then, take care, God bless, and have a great week ahead.